This is Cannaday from Epic Gaming Night, and today I'm going to be looking at the expansion for Tiny Epic Kingdoms, Hero's Call. Hero's Call is an expansion that adds several new elements to your Tiny Epic Kingdoms game. There are 13 new faction cards that you can add to the game. Arctic Elements, Bird Folk, Death Knights, Draconian, Frost Giants, Gnomes, Lionkin, Minotaurs, Nymphs, Pig Folk, Polarkin, Tree Ints, and Yetis. There are also wooden tokens for the War Towers, Heroes, Heroes Level, and Silver in each of the 5 colors. There are 8 new territory cards that actually add 2 new territory types to the game. There are Silver Peaks, which will allow you to gain the Silver resource, which can be used as wild but cannot be used in war. Tundra can only contain 1 meeple, but whenever you can produce 1 of any type of resource. But if a patrol or quest is played, the meeple must move out of the tundra. Players will now start the game with hero meeples in play. Heroes will give you all kinds of different abilities as they level up. You can level up a hero by spending the appropriate resource or winning a combat depending on that specific hero's needs. Once you level up a hero twice, it retires, giving you 3 extra victory points at the end of the game. If your hero is retired or defeated in combat, you can get a new hero using the expand action. The end of the game is triggered if a single player retires 3 of their own heroes. When players take a build action, they must now place out War Towers. War Towers can help defend an area, making your war cost -1 for combat. It can also be destroyed by other players, lowering your status on the build track. Hero's Call also comes with a compass card for solo play. This will control the dummy player and allow you to play the game 1 player. Overall, Hero's Call adds lots of interesting new mechanics and reasons to get out and attack your opponents as you fight for supremacy in Tiny Epic Kingdoms. I really enjoy the expansion Hero's Call for Tiny Epic Kingdoms. One of the things I really love are the different heroes you can get, upgrading those heroes with different resources and putting them in combat and using your magic and things like that. And they also give you all sorts of different cool special abilities. I really like how this expansion makes it so combat is more viable and there's more reasons to attack each other when you have those heroes out. We're trying to take over people's towers, and they give you attack and defense with the different towers and stuff like that too. So there's all sorts of interesting new things that they add into here. The Silver Wild resource is really cool as well, that allow you to do the things that you want to do with your faction. There's tons more factions in the game, which, since I come from a background where I played a lot of the Age of Wonders video game, that's what this game reminds me a whole lot of. So I'm super excited with all the different variety of fantasy factions. It's always exciting to see how all the abilities work, and am I going to use this guy this time or that guy next time? And it just adds more to a game that already had a ton of factions already. So if you have Tiny Epic Kingdoms and you like the game, definitely make sure to check out Hero's Call. If you weren't a big fan of Tiny Epic Kingdoms before, I don't know how much this changes it up so that it would make you like it more. If you want more combat in the game, that might be a thing that might be exciting for you, but I'm definitely a big fan of Hero's Call, and I think you should definitely check it out. Thanks so much for checking out my review for Hero's Call for Tiny Epic Kingdoms. I definitely love different fantasy races. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite fantasy race is, and if there's any fantasy races that they've missed out in Tiny Epic Kingdoms so far. There's so many. So make sure to leave in the comments down below, and make sure to check out all the things we're doing at Epic Gaming Night and the Dice Tower. We'll see you next time.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.